Let's get started figuring out how to make a node stay selected after it is dropped onto another node. Let's move to TaskQueue item.cpp. And let's go to our item dropped function. So in this item dropped function, we gather the value tree members of whichever nodes were selected. That's what happens in this function here. So we can use this value tree as a means of identifying which node was selected. After the selected nodes have been collected, but before they are reordered, we can make a local copy of the value tree that was selected. So let's do that. Let's first make sure there's only one selected node. Assert selected trees.size equals 1. And now we can make our copy with some casting. Actually, yes, with some casting. Auto moved tree equals dynamic cast. TaskQueue item, and then we gotta grab the owner view and get the first selected item. And we have to do casting because this get selected item function, it returns a tree view item pointer, not a TaskQueue item pointer. So we have to do a little cast right there. All right, now we've got our copy. And let's actually make sure there's only one node selected by setting the actual tree itself to only allow one node to be selected. So under set multi-select enabled, don't set it to true, set it to false. All right, we can go back to our TaskQueue item.cpp. Okay, the item was dropped on us, so we just need to find the node among our sub-items and select it. We're just got to look for the node that has the correct tree that we're looking for. So let's loop through all of our sub-items and see if the sub-items tree member is our moved tree. Let's check that out. If it is, then we should become selected. So here we go. We'll do for int I equals 0. I is less than get num sub-items plus I. And now we can check if we have a valid sub-item, if auto node equals, same dynamic cast thing we did earlier, TaskQueue item, get sub-item. All right, so if we're able to convert one of our sub-items to our TaskQueue item type, because who knows, maybe we'll modify the tree at some point so it can hold more than just TaskQueue items. As long as it's a tree view item, could be cool. All right, so if we have a node, then we can just check if the node's tree is our tree. So if node tree equals our moved tree, then we can say node set selected true, deselect everything else, and then stop checking. Okay? All right, let's try it out. Let's see what happens with that. Let's click, let's drag and drop. Okay, that stays selected. All right, what happens if we nest it? All right, it was weird, it didn't do it. It did it that time, that was strange. I didn't do it that time. Okay, that's weird. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to work when we are not becoming a child node of some other node, when we're staying at the same hierarchical level. Hierarchical, is that a word? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. It seems to work as long as we don't become a node of another child. If we don't become a child of another node. Once we do that, or we change nesting levels, it stops working. It becomes unselected. So that's very strange.